one of the benefits of building out your speaker platform, Kerryann, is instead of just doing event-based things like I'll speak to your employees on June 17th, or I'll speak at your association conference on September 5th, is that a business or an entity, could be government too, would
Hmm.
bring you in for a period of time, a month, 6 months, a year with a renewable contract, and have you on some sort of retainer or fee system where you would impart wisdom to their people or help them with a project or even do a product or service launch. And then you're a paid consultant for a period of time. And I think a lot of speakers can't figure this out. They spend so much time trying to cobble together event-based stuff, which means you're always killing fresh meat and trying to throw it over the fence.
What an analogy.
My vegetarian friends do not like that analogy. But the point is that if you're trying to if you're trying to generate a revenue stream, a healthy revenue stream through speaking, think about it like a platform and not just trying to get gigs all the time because it'll make you crazy. In fact, it's three things. Dottie Walters, in her great book, The Triple Revenue Stream, said it was
Mm.
event-based speaking, it
Hmm.
was consulting gigs of a period of time, like we just talked about, and it was publishing. Back in the day, it was just publishing books, but now there are so many different types of publishing opportunities, including um, online courses, home study courses, that kind of thing. And I
Hmm.
would add to that coaching, which I think you would be really good at.
I think so too. Um, I love teaching my technology, yes, but I get more satisfaction out of coaching young persons with disabilities. No, not just young, but people with disabilities about how to live life to the full,
Yeah, I
because a
mean,
lot of
people
them
pay
don't know.
people, and this is interesting, and I don't get to say this to too many clients of mine. You had mentioned coaching people with disabilities. I think you have value in coaching people that don't have disabilities. I mean, how amazing would it be for a blind person to be encouraging a sighted person to get their shit together?
You know, it, twice that has happened to me. Once, a friend of mine, it happened to him. And I'll tell you, it's rewarding for both participants, because if you know that you have value beyond your um, peer group, so to speak,
Right?
it helps to bolster you too when you feel like you're flagging.
Yes. Well, inspiration comes from strange places, right? I mean, if the person that's coaching you, you can't relate to them because they say they're privileged, or they came from money, or they're so far ahead of you on the evolutionary chart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a saying. I think it was M. Scott Peck in The Road Less Traveled. He said, if you consider people at, imagine a triangle, Carrie Ann,
Mm-hmm.
and you're a two on the triangle, and five is the highest, that a five can't effectively coach you because their perspective and your perspective of them is too distant. But you could be coached by a three or a four. Do you do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it
Yes,
works
I
the other
do.
way too, that a five couldn't effectively connect with a two, but a five could certainly relate to and help a four or a three.
Yes, I
Yeah, I don't
do.
know if a blind person who's highly self-actualized, to use Abraham Maslow's term, a
Mm-hmm.
five. I don't know if a five blind person could help a two sighted person effectively, but I wouldn't rule it out.
I think you can, because it's all about perspective sometimes. It's all about um where you are. You
Yeah,
know, I can certainly teach you a lot of things about
sure.
life.
And not just where you are, but maybe even who you are, because I've learned
Exactly.
I'm not exactly a celebrity, but maybe I'm a quasi celebrity to some people. That when people find out they have access to me and covet me, probably a strange word to use. I never use that about myself, but they want to do something with me. They just need to figure it out.
Hmm.
I'm desirable as a coach in some way. They'll excuse that differential between 5 and 2.
I have to think about this. I like, it's an interesting track. It's a track that I do as an amateur, if that makes any sense.
Let's talk more about your platform moving forward, because the curriculum is designed to get you excited about going down different avenues
Yes.
and building this out. So it's not just about coming up with one presentation that you're just going to give over and over again. I want you to think past that and through that to bigger
Hmm.
success.
Definitely.
Okay.